UFC Fight 9, UFC Paris, Gane versus Spivak takes place this weekend, and I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and detailed predictions, starting with the early prelim opener of Farid Basharat versus Clayton Rodriguez. I'm going to keep this one really brief. I think Farid Basharat will completely out-grapple Clayton Rodriguez, who beat Shannon Ross, what a joke. Fuck you, Clayton Rodriguez, you're not good. I think Farid Basharat's the more overall talented guy. Clayton Rodriguez, I just don't see much in him. He has good striking, but his grappling game is just a complete zero. I don't see much there as well. And CJ Vergara out-grappled him. Well, CJ Vergara is good, but I don't rate CJ Vergara as this monster coming up. If you know what I'm saying? And Farid Basharat, Mario Batista arguably lost to Damon Blackshear on short notice, and people rate Batista highly. Farid Basharat beat Damon Blackshear convincingly on a full count for Blackshear. I don't know if that tells you much. It tells me a lot, in my opinion. I think Farid Basharat's going to completely win this one. He trains with Javid as well, his brother Javid coming up, who has a scheduled match with Victor Henry, I do believe, coming up soon. But I am going to go for Farid Basharat. He's going to win this one. He's the better guy by far. We move on. Up the card. Ange Lusa versus Reese McKee. I'm going to go for Reese McKee. Ange Lusa is just... I don't know what it's going to take for me to believe him. Because he is good. And he does make it close with the good fighters. Like against Munir Lazez, competitive fight, but he just gets schooled up a little bit. Reese McKee is very good. He is. He got good wins over Jim Wallhead. He beat Justin Burlinson as well. Got the third round TKOs over this guy, that guy. And he made it close back in the UFC against Alex Morono. And he's massively improved. He's still young. I don't see much in Ange Lusa's game. Is he known for being good to make it close with good guys, but losing? Against JDM, good fight, he does well, but he loses. But he does finally beat AJ Fletcher, where he gets caught in that fight. Fletcher's not great, he's not known for putting you out cold. And he got caught in that fight, although he won. I just don't know what's good in Ange Lusa's game. He is good, but I think Reese McKee is just gonna piece him up and out-skull him a little bit, because Reese McKee's got decent takedown defense. Oh, fuck, yeah, he lost to Jamayev. He's shit. I think people need to start looking at this. And the majority of the votes says Reese McKee is going to win this one. I think Reese McKee's going to win as well. I don't think Ange Lusa. He's just a step behind these guys, man. I think Reese McKee's going to win. I think he's just going to pick apart Ange Lusa. If Munir Lazez can, Reese McKee can as well. We move on. Up the card. Nora Kamol versus Jocelyn Edwards. I'm going to go for Jocelyn Edwards here over Nora Kamol. Yeah. Nora Cornell, her name is. Who cares? I'm going to go for Jocelyn Edwards. Jocelyn Edwards been on a bit of a streak recently. She's put together a few wins back to back to back. Romana Pascal's a good win. It's not a good win. But still, she beat... who'd she beat after that? Yeon Kim clearly won that fight. I don't know how that was a split decision. She should have lost to Lucy Polilova. But who cares? She made it close. I bet Polilova would also beat Nora Cornell, I think. But Nora Cornell, I don't see much in her. She is Nunez-ish, so, she could win this one. Yeah, she just won by leg injury, UAE Warriors. She's known for getting good KOs. I don't see her knocking out Jocelyn Edwards in the first round. I just don't. So, I'm going to go for Edwards getting the grappling going in the last two rounds. Maybe she gets caught early, but I'm going to go for Edwards winning this one. Edwards did get rocked by Pascal. It's not like I don't think she'll get put out. I'm gonna go for Edwards though. I think Edwards will win. We move on up the card. Zara Farron versus another women's MMA fight. 2 fights got canceled on this card. William Gomez and Taylor Lapilus. They're gonna get replacements though, in my opinion, during this week, but I can't predict them right now. I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for Jacqueline Cavalcanti here over Zara Farron. Zara Farron's fucking 6-5. Why would I predict and trust someone to win? You made it close with Josiane Nunes, but you were fucking a whole tower above her. You're a whole building above her in terms of height. That's why you made it competitive against her. Zara Farron. How tall is Zara Farron? 5'8". What the fuck? Dude, Josiane Nunes is a midget. What the I'm 6 foot. Jeez, I must be huge in there if I was in the octagon, but yeah, I don't think Zara Farron's that good. She has a grappling weakness. And Jacqueline Cavalcanti, she's good. She beat Nora Colonel, the girl we just mentioned. She's kind of like a heavy top fighter. Unanimous decision, elbows from out, knees and punches. I think she's gonna finish off Zara Farron, because Zara Farron got finished by Felicia Spencer. Yeah, I'm gonna go for her winning this one. Winning by ground and pound in the first or 2 rounds. We move on up the card. Morgan Charrier versus Manolo Zucchini. Morgan Charrier should win this one. Manolo Zucchini, I just don't see much in his game. I don't. I really don't see much in his game. He's got good knee KO here and there, but he last fought almost a year ago. 10 months ago. Alright, then he got punches over this guy who's a can. Then he lost to a 5-0 guy. Oh well. But then he fought 2-1 guy, 3-1 guy. I just think Morgan Charrier is a Cage Warriors veteran. And I think he's going to go out there and get it done. The last pirate, his nickname is, over Manolo Zucchini. Or Zucchini. His name might be Zucchini. But I might have been saying Zucchini. Yeah, I think he'll get it done over Manolo Zucchini. He beat Diego Silva. He beat Pedro Souza. And his losses are Paul Hughes and Jordan Vucenic. Not bad. Those are the top 2 guys. I mean, I don't even know where Paul Hughes has been. But I'm gonna go for Manolo Zucchini losing this fight. So that means Charrier will win. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Morgan Charrier. He's a huge favorite as well. His striking's really good. We move on up the card to the main card. Yanis Gamori versus Keolan Loughran. Lots of debuts making on this card. I'm gonna go for Keolan Loughran. I think he's gonna win this one. I think Yanis Gamori's not that good. I don't think Yanis Gamori is that good. Alright? I really don't think he's that good. Who did he fight again? There was some of his fights, he's just open. Yanis Gamori, some of his fights, he's very open on the feet. And you cannot be open on the feet against a Keolan Loughran who's just a powerhouse. He beat Dylan Hazan, caught him on the chin, and that guy paid for it. Keolan Loughran has power bombs in his hands. Not much to really look at in this fight, though. Both guys are making their debuts. But Yanis Gamori is open on the feet. He looks like he has a sus chin as well. So in that case, I think Loughran's going to catch him in the first round and get a highlight reel KO in his debut. Don't think Gamori's that good, so I think Loughran's going to definitely KO him. Brutally out cold. We move on. Up the card, Volkan Ozdemir versus Bogdan Guskov. This is interesting. I know Asmat Razkanov Volkan was interesting, but might have just been a boring decision for there. Yeah, I think this will be interesting. Bogdan Guskov, you don't know who he is. I researched him a few weeks ago. He is like a Sergey Pavlovich. Walks you down, marches you down, beats you up. So Ozdemir, he's just interesting. I am gonna go for Bogdan Guskov, catching him on the chin. Yuri caught Ozdemir. Lots of guys catch Ozdemir. Don't think Ozdemir has that chin anymore. Krylov beat him. He beat Paul Craig, who's now doing all right middleweight, but Paul Craig, that fight was just pathetic from him. That's why Ozdemir won, and Ankalaev beat him, Krylov beat him, Yuri beat him, Rakic beat him. That was a robbery decision there for Ozdemir. He beat Latifi. Like, how much can I rate that at this point? Like, I can't rate that much. Yeah, I can't rate that much. Like, I think Bogdan Guskov is a very good fighter. He's the Uzbekistani Anthony Smith, but with Sergey Pavlovich's style. I'm gonna go for Bogdan Guskov. He beat Cans, but look, 25-second KO last fight. Back in March. Straight right hand, 30 seconds in. Ground and pound over Abdul Wahab Saweed. I think that was back in November. I'm gonna go and pick him to win this one. I think he's good. I think he's very good. I think he's gonna go out there and KO Volkan Ozdemir in an upset victory. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Bogdan Guskov. Plus, Ozdemir doesn't have much grappling offense, and I don't think Guskov's gonna shoot takedown. I think there'll be a stand-up fight. Guskov chins him. We move on up the card. Benoit Saint Denis versus Thiago Moises. I'm gonna go for Benoit Saint Denis. I'm gonna finally trust Benoit Saint Denis to go out there and beat Thiago Moises. I'm gonna go for Benoit Saint Denis. I think he's gonna go out there and win. Thiago Moises, I just don't see him winning this one. I really don't. Like, he beat Marcos Acosta. That guy's pretty good with good takedown defense, and he's a very good fighter. Benoit Saint Denis is different. I think Benoit Saint Denis is a lot different. Because he's taking out these Brazilians and Ishmael Bonfim. And Christos Giagos. Thiago Moises beat Christos Giagos, who isn't good. And Joel Alvarez beat him. Makhachev beat him. I think that Benoit Saint Denis will beat him as well. I think he's very good. Very good. He beat Gabriel Miranda, beat Nicholas Doze. Looked great against Bonfim as well. His only loss is to Uzi Zaleski. Oh well. I don't think Moises will out-grapple him. I think Benoit Saint Denis is going to get back control. Just drag down Moises. Be a wet blanket on top. I don't think Moises will win on the feet or get the takedowns he needs. So I'm going to go for Benoit Saint Denis winning this one. Yeah, and he's got pretty decent stand-up himself. So if anyone's going to win there, it's Denis. Yeah. I'm going to win this. I'm going to go for Benoit Saint Denis winning this one. We move on. Up the card, Manon Fiorot versus Rose Namajunas. I'm going to go for Manon Fiorot. She's definitely going to win this one. Manon Fiorot, she's good. She's good. And I like that she's taking time off to improve on her game. She took about 11 months off. So good for her. She took 11 months off, but she has good wins. Katlyn Chookagian, great win. Jennifer Maia, good win. Maribona Silva is, she just got caught for roids, but, good win. She's at the top of the bantamweight division, So that makes flyweight look good from Fiorot sculling her, Then top of the reach she should be, Good wins. I think she's going to go out there and beat Rose Namajunas and destroy her. Because Rose Namajunas, she's not good anymore. She looked terrible against Jillian Robertson, that grappling thing. She looked terrible there. Then she looked terrible against Esparza. Why the fuck did you not beat her? You go, and I'm motivated now. Eunice would have flatlined Esparza in that fight because Esparza's not good anymore. Alright? Not good anymore. She did beat Weili Zhang in the rematch, but very close. But some switch changed between that time. Between the Zhang rematch to the Esparza fight, there was a switch that changed. Don't know what it was, never will know. But she looked terrible against Esparza. I'm gonna go for her winning this one. Mana Fiora winning this one. She's just more motivated. I think she's gonna finish Rose Namajunas as well with big strikes in the first round. I don't think Namajunas cares anymore. I don't know why she's taking this fight. I'm gonna go for Fiora winning this one. She's definitely gonna win. And plus, Fiora could get herself a title shot. Because Blanchfield didn't look good against Taylor Santos. Alright. So, Fiora, she gets this one done over Rose. I know Rose is more of a accomplished win than Taylor Santos. So, yeah. Fiora could definitely win. Plus, Fiora, she's from France. Would be good if they got a France champ. Because Gane completely failed them. We move on. Up the card to the main event. Cyril Gane, speaking of him, versus Sergey Spivak. I'm gonna go for... Listen. I like Cyril Gane. But that grappling game is such a big effect to his career. He could end up with 3 losses this weekend. Remember when Gane was undefeated? Undefeated Cyril Gane coming up, just beat Derek Lewis. Now he could end up having 3 losses on his record. I'm going to go for Sergey Spivak, man. I don't think Gane's going to be improving. I know he can be improving. And maybe John Jones is very good. And we don't know about it. No, John Jones is good. I don't know why I didn't say we don't know about it. Jones is very good. But that still doesn't... You know, like, that grappling game is just not there. That grappling game's not there, man. And he's fighting Sergey Spivak. Like, if he was facing... Marcin Tybura. Then fine, maybe Gane can win. I doubt Tybura's gonna take him down, but Spivak's a fucking monster. He's a big guy, strong as fuck. I think people need to take this into consideration now. He's strong as fuck. And he just destroyed Derek Lewis. Who's destroyed Derek Lewis? I'm very dry mouth right now, so I'm probably gonna end this soon, but... Derek Lewis. Who's Derek Lewis been out-grappled by? Nobody. He hasn't been out-grappled. You know? Only Sergey Spivak out-grappled. Oh, DC did. DC out-grappled him. That took DC till round 2. Spivak destroyed Lewis. Maybe Lewis isn't the same motivation was. But Lewis just bounced back and beat De Lima. So, what the fuck do we know? Like, Lewis is... Lewis, he's back at it again. With flying shits and that. I think Spivak's going to go out there and beat Cyril Gane. I think he really will. I think he's going to go out there, take down Cyril Gane, maybe do a feint here and there. Gane doesn't have any power on the feet to get respect. But he could win the later rounds here, but Spivak is so fucking strong and so good on the ground. He's very good. I believed him after the Sakai fight. I was like, Sakai's tough. Sakai's big and fat. Let's be real. But Sakai had a good takedown offense, and Spivak completely ragdolled him. So I'm like, Spivak will destroy Lewis. Look what he did. He destroyed Lewis. He's going to destroy Cyril Gane. I hope Gane wins, because Gane at the top would be more interesting. Like, I know we have Jones and Stipe, but below that we have like a 3 trio here of Gane, Aspinall, Pavlovich. Maybe I can order it as Pavlovich, Gane, Aspinall. Dun dun dun. But above that we have Miocic and Jones in a whole different area. But Spivak could replace Gane. Do I think he will? Yes. I don't think Gane's got the power on the feet to do anything. I just don't think Gane's gonna win. I like that he's facing his fears, took on Spivak, because he could have easily said, "Oh, Aspinall, you and me run the man dance," but I like that he's taking this fight. I just don't see him winning. I don't see him winning. Spivak's fucking good, and he's got jiu-jitsu skills as well. It's not like he's just a wrestler that just lays on you like a Tybura. You know, he does subs, and he goes for him. Destroyed Lewis. I got Spivak. I think Spivak's a beast. I don't think he'll ever be a champion. I don't think he'll beat Jones, but even if Jones isn't there, I think Aspinall already beat him. So that says it all right there. And I do believe like a Pavlovich would chin him. But Spivak is a beast, and I think he will be in the top 5 very soon. I just don't think Gane's got it anymore. With the grappling, I know Jones destroyed him. He made Jones look good. I know Jones is good, but fucking Reyes beat him. Santos made it close as fuck. Smith survived. Anthony Smith. I know he's Lionheart in that, but still. You know? Gustafsson survived till the 3rd round. I don't think Gane's gonna have that grappling game anymore, man. Maybe Jones is good. And maybe he didn't expect it against Ngannou. We'll see, but I think Spivak's going to take him down, choke him out. I'm going to go for Spivak. Beating him up for ground pound. Gane moves and tries to weave. Gives up a rear naked choke or something. I think Spivak gets it done. Don't think Gane's going to win. Don't think he wins. Plus, if you talk about experience, Spivak's 16-3. Gane's 11-2. Fuck! I'm going for Sergey Spivak. I know he beat Tuivasa Gane, that is, but I don't give a fuck. Tuivasa is Tuivasa. And Spivak's dangerous on the feet. Got some good boxing combos here and there. I got Spivak winning this fight. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Full crop predictions. Peace.